Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Pick up your logo merchandise by heading over to abvnetwork.com, clicking on Shop, and start filling your basket today. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for something for yourself, a customized gift, or logoed items for your business gift shop, the Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. That's the number 2 in the Bar to Go. Don't forget our friends at Neely Family Distillery now ship their unique distilled spirits directly to you. To order yours, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we're going to talk about Seagrass from Barrell Craft Spirits. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Jim Bosnott, Kathy Cool, and Tim Swyatt.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hello. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about Seagrass today. Just, I don't know, it's one that I've been enjoying here recently, and people have been asking me about it. People have been going out and buying bottles and telling me they liked it. So I thought, let's do a show on it, and we'll talk a little bit about that. So we'll get to that, though, after the break. For right now, Jim said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, Jim?
So last week when we were at your book signing, Steve, on our drive home, Heidi and I came across this truck. It was within a year or two old Dodge Ram, nice extended cab. The license plate on it was Pet Psychic, and it was wrapped in Pet Psychic and Pet Communicator, phone number, website, whatever.
Oh, God.
Apparently, they're making money at this. They're driving around a $50,000, $60,000 truck as a Pet Psychic. So I want to know, anyone here, would that ever occur to anyone to try and have a Pet Psychic or Pet Communicator? First of all, I don't want to know what my dog's thinking about. I don't want to know what he thinks. I just want to believe he loves me, and I'll go with that.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to know, anyone here would spend that money on a Pet Psychic or Pet Communicator?
Yeah. Imagine what pets have seen. Imagine what pets have seen.
No,
Yes.
I think that I know my pets pretty well. Like, Saint is always like, I like my mom and my food and fuck everything else. Me and his food are the only thing he cares about. Sosa is like toys and play, and Oakley's like mom and pets. Like, I know what my dogs are thinking. I don't think I need to pay a psychic for that.
Oh, I think you was the psychic type.
You do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that I might quit my job and become a pet psychic. I feel like I could use a $70,000 truck. I mean, I would quit and be a psychic.
When Milo crosses the Rainbow Bridge, I bet you reach out to him, seeing what's going on. Yeah.
Oh God, poor Milo. It's not it's fine. I just
That's a good point. Are we talking to dead pets? Are we talking to current pets?
Oh, yeah. Are they living?
Psychic and Communicator. So I'm assuming they mean both. Like, they could talk to your dead pet as a psychic or communicate with living pets.
Kathy.
Oh no. So if you talk to a dead pet, it's so easy because you could just be like, yeah, when you get cold in the morning, God, that's your dog behind you. He misses you. You just make up some shit. It's so easy to be a psychic. I could do that.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Or a suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
you hire people to. You hire. What's the poop control comes over and cleans all the crap out of your yard?
Dr. Poopy
Dr. Turd Burglar.
Dr. Turd Burglar.
Yes, that's right.
That's a good
That's
name.
another $50 a month for the Pet Psychic.
Okay, do you know, like, my Mastiff shits like a horse? Like, it is worth it.
Well, maybe if you could communicate with
Are
it, you
easier
can find where
to
to go.
find. Big poops, easy to find.
Yeah.
No, they're
Like
now
cow
good.
patties out there. We
Like
call
lawn
them
furniture.
EIDs. IEDs.
It's so gross. Yeah. But you get out there. But to me, I think I'd pay it if I was McNew. I mean, she's got 4 dogs, and it's only $20 a month, and they take the shit with them. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds like money well spent.
I wonder if they have like one of those genies that they put it in, and then like they have for the babies with the diapers, and it twists and seals, so it's supposed to keep the smell in.
With it, like, they could be extracting DNA and making clones of my dogs. I don't care. Do whatever. Like, just take it out of my yard. I don't care.
business venture idea there, Steve. If you can pay $20 a month to just clear your shit out every week, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I don't care what the shit is.
It's only $20
Take
a
it all.
month. How often are they there? Once a week?
$20 a week. That's a week.
So you get to choose your package. They can come every 2 weeks, every week, whatever you need. They can accommodate you. If you want to save it for once a month, they probably do that.
That's probably not enough in the summertime with yours. You got the big dogs and all that in the summer. I mean, when it's 100 degrees out and you got to go a whole week, I bet you 6 days into it, you're not going outside.
No, and we have a pretty decent deck, and I want to be out there, but I'm like, it's not nice sometimes with this new dog. I'm grateful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, if they ever have an accident in the house, you just leave that and wait for that guy to come clean it
up? No, that is absolutely cleaned up immediately. Oh, God.
Emergency, Dr. Turd Burglar. Emergency.
That's not my department.
No, it's an emergency.
Yeah, okay.
I have this flashback to seeing McNew. Dealing with a turd in the house goes back to like the movie Ted. Remember when he has the hookers over?
Oh, yeah, it got
crazy. Shit on the floor. I can see McNew.
No. So if you guys are ever like on the Nextdoor app, that thing's a hot mess, but they're just like a whole human crapped in our yard today. They're like, these are not dog turds. These are human turds. I'm like, have you seen a mastiff poop? Like those look like grown man turds. Like it's rough.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, no, maybe they just got a big dog. I don't think a human crapped.
I don't do that Nextdoor app, but the warden does.
I love it.
I hate it just from what she tells me. I can't stand it.
It's terrible. I never post. I just stalk to see how stupid people are. I freaking love it.
There'll be someone like, there's a homeless person at the fast food restaurant. How do you think I can get a hold of them? I want to help them. Well, go down to the fast food restaurant and help. Give them all the money you want.
Here's the nice thing about the market right now. He could probably work at the fast food restaurant.
No, he's not interested in that.
He's going to live his best life there.
Yeah. So
I'm using the pet communicator.
Yeah. No.
I have rescue dogs, and they were 9 and 10 when we brought them in. I have no idea what they want except food. Okay. Food. So that might be what the communicator tells them.
You pay me $100 to come by the house, and I'll tell you exactly what the dogs are thinking.
Nobody can come to our house because of these dogs. They'll kill you.
Okay.
No,
okay.
like most.
I can do it from Zoom. I can do it through Zoom.
Food. That's literally all they care about most of the day.
Psychically, Steve. Psychically connect with them, and you can tell them what's going on.
Exactly.
Get on a different level. Yeah.
Now, because it's Zoom, there's a surcharge. I mean, I do have to pay for Zoom. So yeah, it's going to be $150 instead of $100, but we'll do that for you, Kathy.
I would love if a pet told me, he's just like, yeah, I was with you in a past life. I've traveled with you through all your lives. I'd be like, all right, I'll pay somebody for that.
Pet psychics.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. It's amazing when I think the Dr. Turd Burglar is a way better business than the pet psychic people. Yeah, the Turd Burglar, I think, I could get behind that business. But
I'm surprised he doesn't have a $60,000.
Maybe the franchise, Steve. Maybe the franchise.
Yeah.
You know, all right. Breaking it in.
It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Kathy this time. Kathy, what do you got there?
You know, I like to be show specific.
Seagrass. Nice.
This is probably the third bottle that we've purchased, and I still have 2 on the shelf.
Whoa! So you don't like it? I'll take care of it too.
We drink a case.
Okay. Pretty weak. What? It is the lead. There was a little bit of a pop in there between that loud squeak. So you got the lead. All right. Next up is McNew. McNew, what do you got?
I have Neely's Monster Mash Barrell 666.
Okay, you got the lead. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I like it.
I guess you bought more than one bottle because last time I saw you had Monster Mash.
Becca's a sweet angel baby and put 2 aside for me.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was long gone though. I did see Barrell 666 behind the distillery. I was almost grabbed it through my car.
That would be cool. It's a cool barrel.
Yeah, that would be cool. Look at this. It's getting low, but look at this. Oh, you gotta have a backup.
So, I have a backup.
I've got Seagrass and it's getting low, but I got a backup. Here's Pork Pop. That was good. I'll say I tied McNew, but I had the squeak, so McNew's got the lead. So there you go. All right. Next up is Tim.
All right. I've got this bottle of Barrell Seagrass that I just picked up today. I pulled a Heidi and picked it up this evening. So let's see here.
Nothing. Is that a screw top on yours?
Like,
no.
No.
What is happening?
Okay. I thought it might be your settings. We haven't heard any of yours yet. Okay.
No, I've got to. I have to send the T-shirt back. I'm embarrassed. I got to send the T-shirt back.
It is. It's embarrassing. Yeah. And we can't have you wearing that T-shirt around, champion. Please. No. All right, Jim. Jim, you're next. Jim should sound like a cannon based on this.
I've got some Seagrass going also. Hey, maybe we'll turn the mic up a little for this one.
Oh God, no.
Oh.
Yes.
I think he's just going to automatically win with that mic. I mean, oh my God.
That was awesome.
So Jim wins. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick.
Oh, that's so good.
And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Seagrass. We'll do that in just a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and I'm excited to announce a brand new partnership with Leatherwood Distillery in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Many of you have perhaps heard of Leatherwood via our co-host on the Bourbon Daily, Kaylee Baker, who works there. Well, they're now an official sponsor of the network, and we look forward to everyone getting to know a little bit more about them. Company founder Andrew Lang brought his brewing and distilling hobby with him during his years of service as a Green Beret in the United States Army. Whether he was at his home base of Fort Campbell or during tours of duty in places like Italy or Afghanistan, Lang distilled whatever was available to him locally. We are excited about getting to know Andrew Lang and his team better via our programming and are planning a trip down there for the ABV Network crew very soon. In the meantime, check them out at leatherwooddistillery.com, where they will ship bottles directly to you, including their special Remembering 9/11 series, which is raising money for military charities. Seriously, get out there, buy some bottles, help a good cause, and let us know what you think. We're really excited about this partnership. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and let's talk for a moment about our sponsors, the people that make this show happen. First up is our friends at Moonshine University. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification at their office in Louisville. The information I learned through lead instructor Colin Blake and their team there is something that I continue to draw upon frequently in my role at the ABV Network. It truly is the standard of establishing a benchmark of knowledge of the bourbon industry. From history to production to brands and people, it's all there. Check out their full listing of programs, including Executive Bourbon Steward certification, production classes if you're considering starting a distillery, and much more at moonshineuniversity.com. I also want to talk about Neely Family Distillery. Back in May of 2018, I met Royce Neely at Limestone Branch's Craft Bourbon Festival. It ended up not only being the start of a great friendship, I started to truly learn about what makes craft whiskey so amazing. You see, I had been a bourbon drinker for over 30 years at that point, and like many people who had been drinking bourbon a long time, I was hard-coded into thinking big bourbon was where it was at and craft was on a journey to get there. Spending time with Royce and learning the things he does to make his whiskey taste better started to really get me to appreciate how things like sweet mashing, open top fermentation, pot distillation, and the grains you are using not only makes your product taste better coming off the still, but also out of the barrel as well. I still love heritage brands and they make up a bulk of my collection. But when you find a craft distiller that is truly dedicated to the craft of distilling, you are drinking some of the best whiskey out there on the market today. That's exactly what's happening at Neely Family Distillery today. Check them out on the web at neelyfamilydistillery.com, or better yet, stop by and see them at their distillery in Sparta, Kentucky. And now, back to the show.
Saying Bourbon Daily?
Yeah.
Okay, you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
No, your name first.
My name.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Jason Souter.
And
you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Perfect.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Barrell Bourbon's Seagrass.
Yes, we are. So, this Seagrass is 14,156 bottles in this batch I've got. It's 118.58 proof. And that's really about all we know about it. There's nothing. Where do they say they get the cask?
It's a rye whiskey.
American and Canadian rye. Yeah,
It's American Canadian blend, and it's finished off in 3 different finishes.
Martinique rum, Madeira, and apricot brandy barrels.
Yes. Man, that apricot comes through so nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Gosh, darn, that's a great flavor.
You know, when I was buying this, I was at the Randall's on the hill, and I had it in my cart, and there was a person in front of me, and he was talking to his friend. He's like, "Have you heard of the Seagrass?" It's like, "No, I haven't." And then he talked to this guy in front of him. He's like, "I think it tastes like a daiquiri." And I'm like, No, it doesn't.
No.
Oh, no. You're wrong.
I do think it has tropical notes on the nose, though. I think like this bottle to me is kind of like when Jefferson's Ocean first came out. People are like, what does that taste like? And I'm like nothing else. It's unique. Like this is unique to me. There's nothing else on the market that is similar. I consider this almost a dessert whiskey with that kind of the palate that it has. It's just a great after dinner drink.
Yeah. Kathy, how much did they charge at Randall's? Because I saw Randall's was running a special, and I happened to be at Total Wine, and I got it there for that price, but they weren't too happy about it because it was $65 at Randall's on sale. And I went into Total Wine, and they're like, "Seriously, you're going to nickel and dime us over this?" I'm like, "This is $30 less than you're charging for this. You have it $95. That's not nickel or a dime. That's $30. That's a lot of nickels and dimes."
Yeah, I think it was around the $70 mark.
Yeah.
So we don't just buy one bottle though, so all I know is what the total bill was.
And yes, you can't back into it because no one can do that division math. So that's
it's
tough.
411 divided by
But there's other types of bottles in there, I guess. So yeah, unless it's all Seagrass. Yes. Yeah. Don't you guys think you would have done the compare? I mean, I don't normally do that. That's not my thing, but I just saw that
$30. Yes.
I got the email from Randall's, and I was like, "You guys match the prices, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, this is what they're charging. You're going to match it?" So they did. They did though. Yeah. Well,
I ended up paying $79.99 tonight.
Okay, that's really not bad. Like I said, it's kind of all over the place. Anywhere from that 65 is the lowest I've seen it, up to 95. So.
Well, it's interesting you say, because mine is a batch of 7,492 bottles, and mine came in at 119.8 proof.
Wow, you're about half the bottles that I got. So in the batch I had.
They got to be coming down to the end. What I love about with Barrell, what they do is, I'm a big fan of Canadian whiskey. People don't like it. People don't trust it, anything like that. But boy, does that really round out a flavor. That rye whiskey from Canada, they really round out a lot of great whiskeys there. And I love that he's mixing it in there and they're not shy about it at all. No, we're using it for exactly what it's for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's really, have you tried it even, McNew?
Seagrass? Yeah, I have tried it. I don't actually have a bottle. A little mom and pop shop near me has it, but we've never pulled the trigger on it. But I'm going to say that it's been haunting me because you guys were talking about it last weekend. And I swear that I have seen 15 posts this week about damn Seagrass when it was never even on my radar.
It hasn't on the radar. We're putting it there.
I would see it on the shelf and just walk by it. I like some Barrell products. I think the Dovetail is great. I think Barrell's doing cool things. But I would just walk by the Seagrass. But it's been haunting me this week, and I'm going to have to go buy it this weekend.
Yeah.
I got it because of Steve talking about it when I was at his house. He was talking about how great it was, and Heidi and I were at the store and came across it, and we got to get this.
Yeah. So, Jim, does it live up to it for you? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love Barrell Bourbon stuff in general. I think they do some great stuff, but I just like this because it's unique. The flavor profile is like nothing else I've had. I do like the blend of the American and Canadian whiskey, and then the finished in 3 different barrels. Just it's so complex, but it's like I said, I get tropical on the nose, but there's still big vanilla and caramel notes in there as well. And it's got some heat up front, but it's kind of sweet on the finish. And to me, it's a great after dinner drink. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And you still get the spice from the rye.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it sticks with you.
Like a rum runner on the nose. So it's not like that. It's just that rum comes through on the nose. You're absolutely right, Jim, on the tropical notes.
Yeah. It's almost like a hint of pineapple. It's like weird.
Pineapple is what I was going to say that too. You hit it right on.
Yeah. So it's definitely a current favorite for sure. So, and I don't know, was $80 a lot for a bottle? For an everyday drinker, maybe, but I'm telling you, when it's that good, you don't mind spending the money for sure. So it is that good. So yeah, check it out. We have no affiliation with Barrell. We know them, but It's not like they're not a sponsor.
I just counted. We have 12 Barrell bottles on our shelves.
Do you? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, they do some really good things. For sure.
They had whiskey of the year like 5-6 years ago, didn't they?
They did what here?
They had whiskey of the year like 5 or 6 years ago, didn't they?
Oh yeah. Not even that long ago. Even I want to say, just a couple years ago.
I thought it was like 2017, 2018, somewhere in there, but
yeah. So
isn't Seagrass also Danny approved, Steve?
Yes. Yes.
Just recently, though.
Danny never tried it. It's the same thing till he listened to the show, and then he wanted to try it, and then he tells me, and Danny starts on a bottle. You know, he sends me a text. I got it, man. And then later in the night, he texts me, and the bottle looks like mine right here, which is almost. He's like, man, this is really good. I'm getting another bottle. But that's just Danny, of course the texts are getting worse and worse as it's going,
He's an iron liver.
What I love about Danny though is like Misty doesn't drink, but he'll be like, go get this. Like she shops for him during the day and encourages this.
Which she does, and she does a lot of it on her own because she's into bourbon hunting. She likes going out and finding the cool
but she doesn't like drinking it.
She doesn't drink it at all. No, she doesn't drink.
The hunt, not the drink.
Yeah. So she just likes going out and finding the stuff. So
I think that's a symbiotic, perfect relationship there.
Yeah, exactly.
Built-in designated driver, fantastic.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Yeah. Drives them around everywhere.
On the Seagrass, it's also a portion of the proceeds go to the Ocean Foundation. So they are helping with conservation of the ocean as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, good stuff. So get your bottle. If you haven't done so already, check it out. And, it's approved by this crew for sure. So there you go. All right. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we start with you. Where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook at Kathy Cool.
Interesting. Tim, how about you?
You can find me on Instagram at SwyGuy2112 or on the corporate and private tasting events site at abvnetwork.com.
Oh, Tim, those sound like a good Christmas gift for someone.
They sound like a great Christmas gift. We are booking. And we are starting to load up December here very quickly.
That is good. Loading it up. And of course, if you're a company and you want to do something for your employees, it's a great bonding experience. So get involved in those ABV Network whiskey tastings for sure. All right, Jim, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me at Facebook at Jim Fosnot or on Instagram at FozJim, FAZZJIM.
All right, McNew.
I am on Instagram at McNew ABV and every Tuesday hosting bottle kills and last meals.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. As we get to that season, we're out visiting family and things like that, driving around, road trips. Maybe you need something to listen to. Check out the Bourbon Daily. We've got 1,900 episodes out there you can listen to, as well as about, I don't know how many on the Bourbon Show, but close to about 1,000 on that. So there's plenty of stuff you can listen to. And besides all the other shows we've done through the years, that's all accessible out there. So check us out, abvnetwork.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's chat for a moment about Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you just want to experiment on a small scale on the stove in your kitchen or try your hand at a bigger setup in the backyard, Moonshine Still Pro can help. They have different still offerings as well as accessories and even grains from Goldstone Mill to help you make whiskey on par with what you get from your favorite distillery. They can even assist with a DIY still project by supplying some of the parts you can't make yourself. Check them out at moonshinestillpro.com. At the ABV Network, we're lucky enough to have some great friends. Amongst those friends is the Goldstein family, owners of Goldstone Mill. Goldstone Mill is a full-service mill offering a variety of heritage and heirloom grains. Their unique approach of working with mills around the country allows them to offer you affordable shipping opportunities to meet the unique needs of your distillery or brewery. They will consult with you to ensure the grains you are selecting meets the unique flavor profiles you are looking for. If you are a home brewer or distiller and you're looking for the grains that your local distillery or brewery uses, Goldstone Mill is the place to look. Check them out on the web at goldstonemill.com. Call them at 217-254-6613 or shoot them an email at hello@goldstonemill.com.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.